Welcome to Eye on IMS. I'm Pat Hindle, and I'm here with Janet O'Neill of ETS-Lindgren, who is the MicroApps and Industry Workshops Chair for IMS 2022. Welcome, Janet.
Thank you, Pat, for having me. Appreciate it.
So the MicroApps and the Industry Workshops are presented by technical experts of the IMS exhibitor, and they focus on practical information for working engineers. Can you tell us about your participation as a volunteer with the MicroApps and Industry Workshops at IMS 2022?
Sure. I started in 2013 being a member of the IMS committee when it was based in Seattle, and I helped organize a wireless industry day. And that was popular because it was practical information that complemented the technical papers on the IMS program. And we basically had industry experts talk about OTA measurements, MIMO measurements, and wireless related to the medical environment that's in aerospace environments that are prevalent in Seattle. So that was just a good opportunity, and it was well attended. So we thought, maybe we should continue things like this in terms of conveying practical information to the IMS attendees. And so now it's morphed into those industry workshops and the MicroApps where we can share practical information that, again, is a nice educational complement to the practical or the technical papers in the program.
So can you give us a little bit of description about what MicroApps and Industry Workshops are and what the difference is?
Sure. I guess the biggest difference is the time and the location. So MicroApps are 15 minutes long, and they're held in the exhibit hall. So anybody that's in the exhibit hall or has an exhibits only pass can attend the MicroApps. They're typically grouped together by subject matter because since they're only 15 minutes long, we'll put a series together on the same subject so that people can get a different perspective of the same topic. And we also put them together like that so that the presenters can appreciate who fellow presenters are that might be delivering a complementary topic that could potentially be an industry partner for them. So the MicroApps are short, they're quick, and they're in the exhibit hall. The industry workshops, on the other hand, they're 2 hours long. And they're held in the technical presentation area, the formal classrooms with the theater style seating where all the technical papers are given. So those are open to anyone with an IMS registration. And for the 2 hours, exhibitors, they can decide if they want to have 1 speaker, 3 speakers. They can add a demo to the program if they like. It's very interactive. So there's great flexibility on how the exhibitor wants to use that 2 hours to showcase their products or services. And the goal is for both of these is that they're educational in nature. They're sharing information that's application oriented, I would say. So either 15 minutes versus 2 hours, exhibit hall versus the technical program classroom.
Yeah, that's a great setup. You have the MicroApps that's more like a paper, and the industry workshops are more like a tutorial or workshop. So that's a great thing to have. As a longtime exhibitor at IMS, why do you find participating in MicroApps and the industry workshops beneficial?
Well, to me, they give you more exposure for your products. I mean, you can be in an exhibitor listing, and that's great to have that listing in the program. But if you do a MicroApp or an industry workshop, then it's like taking your exposure to another level because you're able to share information with an audience. A summary of what you're presenting, the schedule of it is in with the technical papers and all the other technical content that's presented. So that's really helpful, I think, to give the additional exposure. And, an attendee, if he's interested in something, he's looking at the schedule for Wednesday and goes, oh, there's a MicroApp on that topic. I'd like to go see that. They kind of get a visit or get your name in their minds quickly when they're developing the schedule for attending the sessions. So I think that's really helpful to just take up your participation a notch by adding a technical presentation for the wider IMS attendee audience.
So do you have any advice for companies considering submitting a MicroApps or industry workshop proposal?
Well, I'm not an expert, but based on experience, I find that if you present educational content and stick to technical topics and data, that's much better received than like a sales pitch. Those, I think, don't go over very well. So I tend to just provide helpful information. And then also provide just enough information that's kind of like a teaser to get people to come to your booth and learn more. And I think that's really helpful to start the dialogue. So that would be my tip.
Yeah, definitely keep them educational. That's what we tell people when they write articles too.
Another benefit of participating in the MicroApps and industry workshops for exhibitors is there's no cost to attend. You just need to submit a proposal on a topic and have it reviewed by the committee. And to me, that's a huge value, because I know my company, ETS-Lindgren, we participate in other conferences, and quite often there's a charge to book that meeting room space to do an industry workshop. So that's a value add that, to me, I think it makes sense for exhibitors to take advantage of.
So why do you think IMS is an important event for our industry?
Well, to me, there's many reasons. I'd say one is because it's proven to draw the industry leaders, and industry leaders are attracted to the high quality technical program. It's no secret that papers submitted to IMS undergo a rigorous review process, and not every paper is accepted. They're pretty picky. So you're going to have really good papers. So the industry experts come for those papers, and then the exhibit hall is just incredible because it's so big. And the exhibitors invest time in that exhibit hall because they have a big footprint, but many of them bring lots of equipment and software to do demos in their booths. They send their experts, application engineers, and sales support. So you can really learn a lot just by visiting the exhibition. So the exhibition is a really great complement to the technical program. And I think that's why people like to come to IMS.
Well, Janet, thank you so much for discussing MicroApps and industry workshops with me today. And we thank everybody for watching. Please visit ims.ieee.org for more information and to submit a proposal. Proposals are due December 7th, so it's coming up. And we'll see you next time on IMS.
Thank you, Pat, for having me. I look forward to seeing everybody in Denver at IMS 2022.